stages. What was it like?
It was a great experience. Got to spend more time with coaches, learn more about the program, and get into more of depth on how I fit in with their program and why they think I'm a good fit for them. So,
what were some of the things that stood out to you the most on the weekend? What were some of the highlights of the trip?
The strength and conditioning. They showed me a little bit of what they actually do. They weren't just telling me and then showing me before and after. They actually showed me some exercises and things that they do to improve their players. Obviously, the photo shoot was I enjoyed that. It's fun seeing yourself in the school's uniform. Seeing yourself go out onto that field, so you can really embrace the moment. That's something I enjoyed, and also spending more time with the coaches and players, just learning more about them, and that's really it right there.
Coach Sertan and Coach Fuller, were those the two guys you spent the most time with on the coaching staff?
It's crazy. I actually spent a lot of time with Coach Norvell as well. The head coach. I'd say it was probably about even. Maybe I spent a little bit more time with Coach Sertan. He was driving around a lot too. But I spent a good amount of time with Coach Norvell.
Is that unique that a coach spent as much
Yeah,
time around?
that's very unique. And that's one of the reasons that I really like the school, because he's so hands-on and down to earth with the players. He doesn't ask you to do anything that he's not willing to do. So that's really what I like about Coach Norvell.
How did they outline as far as how they want to utilize you within their defense?
They don't use me as a corner, man-to-man, they feel like the long corner that will strap the best receiver, so that's how they see me. They don't see me as like a safety or anything like that. They see me as a true corner. So.
Is that your preference to play corner at the next level?
That is my preference. And the corners make the money, so I think I can play corner, and I don't see that not working out. I'm confident in my ability.
Did you meet with Coach Norvell just now before leaving?
Yes, we had just talked.
How was that conversation?
It was a good conversation. He's very passionate. I like coaches like that. It's gonna push you. Because sometimes you can't always push yourself as hard as you need to. So it was a good meeting. He talked about my parents. And they really want me to be a part of this team. I can feel it.
What did your parents think of it? Just from
my parents, we'll talk when we get home, but they seem to love it. They enjoyed it. In the state. One of the things I like about being in Florida is, my family can come, and there won't be too much of a problem or issue for them to drive to Tallahassee. Not my immediate family, but like other family members, like my cousins and stuff, that go see the game.
So you got Michigan next weekend, or Alabama next weekend, Michigan the weekend after?
Yes, sir.
Do you know when you're trying to make a decision?
I plan on making a decision probably August 18th, which is our first game. It could be sooner. Definitely after I take all my visits, though. I'm planning on committing before that. But yeah, that's what it is right now. Probably like August 18th.
You've already had a couple of visits. Has that helped you coming into this weekend, knowing what you kind of want to look for in a school, just having those two visits out of the way already?
Yes, it's getting those visits out the way. It's helped me with the decision process. I'm starting to eliminate schools, not that because they're bad schools or anything. It's just like, I'm starting to choose the better, like what I feel is the better school for me. Going off fit and how the schools want to use me, learning what questions to ask. So as I go on these visits, I think I'll be able to come to my decision.
On that note, where does Florida State now stack up after seeing them for an extended period of time?
They're in my top 8. They were always probably like top 3. It's hard to say. They definitely top 5 because I had these visits set up. I'm gonna see Alabama and Michigan after that, so we'll see. But right now, like top 2, top 3.
What would you say matters the most to you in a school?
I think it's just a combination of everything. I mean, I like winning. You know, I think everybody likes to win, but you know, I think you want to get developed out on the field. I think that's very important for me off the field. Will I enjoy the school? Like, will I enjoy being on campus with other students? You know, you got to look at that kind of thing. Will I enjoy going to college here? And, you know, do I fit in with the players? Do I fit in with their scheme? I like the coaching staff and the type of coaches that the head coach will bring in. So those are all things that I look for.
In your head, do you have a leader right now?
No, I don't have a leader. I have a couple of schools that are towards the top, but I don't have a leader. I'll have a leader soon, though. But it's just hard. It's really.
You want to see all the schools.
I want to make sure I give all the. You know, I have physical visits. I want to make sure I see all those schools before I start talking about who's truly leading